So Senator Gregory, if you want to go ahead and begin, and you can start whichever bill you prefer.
For the record, that's actually my representative, so I have to try to keep him in my good graces. David Gregory, Senate 15, here to present on Senate Bill 1577. So before you is 1577. The bill eliminates the advisory board of the Vocational Enterprises Program. Very briefly, the MVE, or Vocational Enterprise Program, is a program inside the prison that trains prisoners in vocations, things that will help them get out, curb recidivism, stay busy, make money, and integrate back into society, which to me is an absolute priority for anyone pro-life, both in the womb and out. And right now, the advisory board, we're unable to even fulfill. There's no changes or adjustments and things we can do to make the MVE program better without that board. And so it is my strong opinion that we don't even need it. We, the Senate and the House, oversee the MVE directly through the Department of Corrections. They're responsive. They're incredible. They have 15 ideas that are absolutely phenomenal for our folks, and they can't be implemented simply because of this board, so I'm looking to eliminate it. With that, I'll take any questions.
Senator, do you have any questions? Thank you. First witness in support.
Madam Chair, for the record, members of the committee, my name is Taylor Hagenhoff. I'm the legislative liaison for the Missouri Department of Corrections. Want to go on record in support of this legislation. We appreciate the senator for bringing this forward. Basically, the board was designed in 1982 when there was a pretty significant gap in the correctional scope and manufacturing and the different things that would be needed to make this an effective adventure, basically. So with all the time that's passed and all of our experience in this scope, we feel very strongly that we have what we need to proceed forward. It's been years since we've been even able to seat this board. So again, we're very excited about the possibility of this. So, thank you.
When was the last time the board was fully seated?
So that's actually been a subject of debate. We can't figure out if it's been between 12 and 15 years since we've had a functional board. So we haven't been able to make some of the adjustments like he referenced, in just some advancements in that scope. So again, we're excited about the possibility here.
Awesome. Any questions for this witness? Seeing none, thank you. Next witness in support, please come forward. Anyone here for in opposition? Informational purposes. Thank you, Senator. That'll conclude our hearing on Senate Bill 1577. If you want to present your next bill, please.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, members of the committee. David Gregory, St. Louis County 15. Before you is Senate Bill 1578. This bill creates the Real Estate Fund in the State Treasury, consisting of money received from the sale of real property owned by the state. So right now it's extremely difficult for the state to act as a viable buyer in the market, because when a property becomes available and we bid on it, we have to wait almost a year sometimes to get approval. And that's obviously a tough thing to do in a competitive real estate market. So this bill fixes that. This bill allows the facilities management and design construction within OA to establish a revolving real estate fund. So the proceeds of this from property sales could be deposited into this fund to allow funding from property transactions to be reinvested in the state properties. This bill would cut the red tape, causing the state to lose out on all kinds of real property opportunities. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Any questions for the senator? Seeing none, first witness in support, please come forward.
Hannah Swan with the Office of Administration. We would like to go on record in support of this bill. We'd like to thank Senator Gregory for carrying it. As he mentioned, it is extremely difficult for the state to act as a viable buyer in the property market when it takes a year to get an appropriation from general revenue. Oftentimes when there's properties that come onto the market, we don't have a lot of time to act. We also have identified a number of properties in the Springfield area where if we could potentially sell multiple pieces of property and consolidate state team members into a single property. It could be potentially both cost effective for the state to be able to do that. We could save on maintenance costs. And so this was an idea that was generated rather than using general revenue and requesting that if we could reinvest from the sales of properties, that might be a way that we could potentially buy properties and not have the individuals that we're buying from know exactly the amount we have to spend, so that we can be efficient, good buyers.
Thank you. Any questions for this witness? Seeing none. Next witness in support, please come forward. Anyone here in opposition? Anybody here for informational purposes only? Senator, any concluding remarks?
No, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This concludes the hearing on Senate Bill 1578. At this point, I'd like to pause and go ahead and take the roll. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Coleman.
Here.
Hudson.
Here.
Bean.
Here.
Brown. Carter. Lewis. Williams. Okay, we have 4.
With 4 members here, we do have a quorum. I'd like to make a motion that we move into executive session while we have a quorum. We are now in executive session. We're considering Senate Bill. I apologize. I'd like to make a motion that we exit executive session. Thank you so much. We're out of executive session. I had hoped to vote out Raines after we heard it because it's identical to a bill that we had previously heard in committee. So we can discuss whether you guys want to, whether you're okay with that or not. But let's let him present the bill and then move into executive session. Representative Keathley, please come forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. Ben Keathley, House District 101, St. Louis County. Here on House Bill 2559, which is the Raines Act. Raines came through Senate committee last year, and I believe it has this year as well, as the chair has alluded to. It passed out of the House prior to spring break. And now is before you. This bill is similar to legislation that's been enacted in about 10 or 11 other states, which requires an affirmative vote by both chambers in order to enact certain rules by state agencies. It places a threshold on these rules of having a fiscal note impact of $250,000 or more. I think it's helpful to just kind of know where that puts us. Last year, I believe, or in the last 12 months, there's been about 7 rule proposals that would fall into that. So we're not talking about every single rule or a lot of rules, but just the ones with the highest financial impact. But once those are proposed, those would then require a concurrent resolution passed by a simple majority in both chambers in order to be able to go into effect. Happy to take any questions regarding that.
Thank you. Are there any questions for this witness? This is identical to the Senate bill, is that correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
It started off at one point in drafting as identical. I don't know if there was changes prior to filing.
Okay,
but
thanks so much.
yeah, if there is, it would be very minimal. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
a substantive
my understanding was that we don't have any
change.
differences between
Yeah.
the two. Okay, thanks so much. First witness in support, please come forward.
Camelia Peterson with Americans for Prosperity. You guys have heard this bill twice now, so I won't belabor the details, but we are very much in support of this. On top of the just having good checks and balances within our system of government, this also gives people a voice in the process when these major rules that carry the weight of the law impact them. So we urge you to pass this out of committee.
Great, thank you so much. Any questions for this witness? Seeing none, next witness in support, please come forward.
Madam Chair, members of the committee, for the record, James Harris representing FGA Action, here to go on the record and support just like your bill from earlier this session. And happy to take any questions.
Any questions for this witness? Seeing none, next witness in support. Anyone here in opposition, please come forward. Anyone here for informational purposes? Seeing none, that will conclude our hearing on House Bill 2559. Thank you, Representative. Okay, now I make a motion to move into executive session. Thank you so much, Vice Chair Hudson. That, as the representative said, is the third time that we've heard identical language, and so I don't have any problem just voting out a bill that we've already heard twice. His bill mirrors the committee sub that we had put out. So I now make a motion that we... Yeah, I got it. I now make a motion that we bring before the body House Bill 2180. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Representative Griffith's bill. I'm out of order. I got to find the right number. I got it. 2559. Thanks, guys. We're going to brush off these cobwebs, I promise. Senator Hudson has seconded. House Bill 2559 is now finally before the committee. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I now... The bill we just heard. Yes, Senator. Yeah. So I now move that we vote out House Bill 2559 do pass. Second. Senator Hudson is seconded. This is a roll call vote. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Coleman,
Aye.
Hudson,
Aye.
Bean,
Aye.
Brown, Carter, Lewis. No. Williams. So 3-1.
By our vote of 3-1, the committee has passed House Bill 2559. I'd now like to make a motion that we consider House Bill 2180 introduced by Representative Griffith. Thank you, Senator Hudson. Remember that, so House Bill 2180 is now before the body. If everybody can remember, this was Representative Griffith's bill modifying provisions relating to mail sent by the state departments. There is a committee sub which has been distributed ending in .03C. Is there any discussion on the substitute? Seeing none, I now make a motion to adopt the committee substitute. Do I have a second? Senator Hudson seconds. All those in favor of adopting the substitute say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. We have adopted the substitute. I now vote that we pass. I now move to vote Senate Committee substitute to House Bill 2180 do pass. Do I have a second? Senator Hudson seconds. Is there any discussion? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Coleman,
Aye.
Hudson,
Aye.
Bean, Brown, Carter, Lewis. Williams. So 4-0.
By your vote of 4-0, you have passed the Senate Committee substitute for House Bill 2180. I now make a motion that we take up Senate Bill 1484. Senator Hudson is Senator Hudson is seconded. This is Senator Henderson's bill, remember, which dealt with progressive design build contracts. We heard that right before the break. There has been a committee substitute distributed ending in .04C. Is there any discussion on the substitute? Okay, seeing none, I move to adopt the committee substitute. Do I have a second? Senator Hudson seconds. All those in favor of adopting the sub, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? The substitute has been adopted. I now move that we vote out Senate Committee substitute to Senate Bill 1484 do pass. Do I have a second? Second. Is there any discussion? Senator? Yeah, I mean, who do we want the record to reflect? Senator Lewis has seconded the bill. Any discussion? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Coleman,
Aye.
Hudson,
Aye.
Bean,
Aye.
Brown, Carter, Lewis. Williams. 4-0.
By your vote of 4-0, you have voted out Senate Committee substitute to Senate Bill 1484. I now make a motion that we bring before the committee Senate Bill 1030, introduced by Senator Moon. Senator Hudson has seconded. Remember, that provision prohibited the enforcement of any federal regulation by state department or agency until that enforcement has been approved by the General Assembly. Any discussion? Okay. I now move to vote do pass Senate Bill 1030. Senator Hudson seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Coleman,
Aye.
Hudson,
Aye.
Bean,
Aye.
Brown, Carter, Lewis. No. Williams. 3-1.
By your vote of 3-1, you have voted do pass I'm losing track of my bills. Senate Bill 1030. I now make a motion that we bring up, do pass Senate Bill 1470, introduced by Senator Bernskoetter. Thank you, Senator Hudson seconds. Remember, this is the bill that modifies the duties and functions of the Joint Committee on Legislative Research. Any discussion? The Senate bill is now before the committee. Okay, I now make a motion to vote do pass Senate Bill 1470, do pass. Senator Hudson has seconded. Any discussion? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Coleman,
Aye.
Hudson.
Aye.
Bean.
Aye.
Brown. Carter. Lewis. Williams. 4-0.
By your vote of 4-0, you have passed Senate Bill 1470. I wanted to ask the committee, there are a number of House bills that are moving and that are on the calendar, and I think a couple of them might fit Senator Gregory's bills that were just presented. So I may ask for us to have a second meeting this week just for a quick exec session to vote on those. Because we haven't had time to consider those bills, I don't want to do it at the same time. However, if you guys would rather do it now, let me know, because then we don't have to meet later. Would you rather we vote Senator Gregory's bills out today, or would you rather we try to find a time later in the week?
I have no problem time around, but
Okay. I mean, that's my question really, is like, is anybody concerned about that? Senator Lewis, are you concerned about it? About voting on them? No? Okay, then let's go ahead and just push those out as well.
Okay, let me get paper so I.
Let me get the numbers.
Yeah. Okay, here, let's do those.
1577 and 1578.
Yes.
Okay, so I now make a motion that we bring before the body for executive session Senate Bill 1517. Do I have a second? Thank you, Senator Hudson. 1577.
Okay.
Is there any, Senator Hudson has seconded, any discussion on the bill? Seeing none, I now make a motion that we do pass Senate Bill 1577. Do I have a second? Senator Hudson seconds. Madam Secretary, this is a roll call vote. When you get a chance, if you wouldn't mind calling the roll.
When I'm done flipping papers.
I know.
Okay. Senators Coleman,
Aye.
Hudson,
Aye.
Bean,
aye.
Brown, Carter, Lewis. I gotta find that one, and Williams, so 3-0.
By your vote of 3-0, you have voted do pass Senate Bill 1577. I now make a motion to bring before the committee for executive session Senate Bill 1578.
Second.
Senator Hudson has seconded. Is there any discussion on the bill? Seeing none. Senate Bill 1578 is now before the committee. I now make a motion to vote do pass Senate Bill 1578. Senator Hudson has seconded. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senators Coleman,
Aye.
Hudson,
Aye.
Bean,
Aye.
Brown, Carter, Lewis. Williams, 3-1.
By your vote of 3-1, you have voted do pass Senate Bill 1578. I now make a motion to exit executive session. Senator Hudson has seconded.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. Concludes the hearing on government efficiency. Have a nice day.